Welcome back to the Equilibrium Report, where we dissect the illusions people cling to, not to be cruel, but to break the mental cages they put themselves in. Today's episode is about a phenomenon so dumb, so embarrassingly obvious, that it somehow still flies right over the heads of millions of politically addicted cult followers. The belief that only one political side is capable of corruption, conspiracy, cover-ups, and coordinated manipulation, while the other side is supposedly too pure, too incompetent, or too virtuous to ever do the same thing. It's childish, it's embarrassing, and it's the reason nothing ever changes. One of the dumbest political habits in America is how cultists treat conspiracies like they're exclusive brand deals. The left thinks only Republicans do corruption, election manipulation, sex scandals, foreign interference, misinformation, or government cover-ups. The right thinks only Democrats do deep state plotting, media propaganda, rigged systems, globalist collusion, insider deals, or elite exploitation. Both groups talk like evil is a partisan subscription service, like you can only access corruption with a D or an R on your membership card. It would be hilarious if it weren't so pathetic. These people genuinely behave as if a Republican conspiracy is believable, but a Democratic one is crazy. A Democratic scandal is real, but a Republican one is fake news. Their side is full of patriots and heroes, and the other side is a hive of demons. It's playground thinking. No depth, no logic, no awareness of how power operates historically or presently. Here's the part political cultists can't wrap their tiny brains around. If one party is capable of a huge cover-up, both parties are. If one party has deep corruption, both parties do. If one party works with elites, banks, intelligence agencies, foreign lobbies, both parties do. Because conspiracies are not driven by ideology. They're driven by power and incentives. Power doesn't discriminate by party. Money doesn't discriminate by party. Blackmail doesn't discriminate by party. Elites don't care if you have a donkey or an elephant on your merch. If a structure allows one side to exploit it, the other side will exploit it too. This is kindergarten level logic, but millions of adults still can't process it. Here's the truth people refuse to swallow. Most large-scale conspiracies require both sides cooperating, even if they pretend to be enemies publicly. Think of it like this. Could one party run a mass surveillance program without bipartisan support? No, both help build it. Could endless wars continue for 20 plus years if only one party supported them? No, bipartisan every time. Could Wall Street deregulation, tax loopholes, and corporate consolidation keep expanding under every administration? Not without both sides enabling it. Could Epstein, Maxwell, and elite trafficking circles operate for decades across multiple administrations despite all the surveillance tools implemented to watch everyone and gather their data? Not unless both sides protected the same people. But try explaining this to political cultists and their brains melt. They instantly revert to their, "But what about your side?" reflex like toddlers who lost at a board game. This is the part cultists will never accept because it breaks their programming. Many conspiracies are not left versus right. They're left plus right colluding behind the scenes. The two sides are simply different flavors of the same operation, giving the illusion of choice, while both serve the exact same power networks. The same donors, the same corporations, the same agencies, the same billionaires, the same lobbyists, the same interests, the same bureaucratic layers, the same military contracts, the same media conglomerates. You can't run a nation-spanning system of influence with only half the political machine cooperating. You need both halves pretending to fight while quietly aligning when it matters. This is why every major controversial policy somehow ends up bipartisan, no matter how much they hate each other on camera. Because the fight is theater, but the cooperation is real. Political cultists don't want to believe their side is capable of evil. They want simplicity. They want morality tales. They want heroes and villains. They want to outsource their thinking to their team. Most importantly, they'd rather live in a comfortable lie than face the horrifying truth that the entire system, not just the other side, is corrupt to its core. Accepting bipartisan corruption means their idols are frauds. Their worldview is wrong. They've been manipulated. Their loyalty was wasted. Their entire political identity collapses. People will cling to absurd fantasies before admitting they fell for the same con as their enemy. Here's the bottom line. If a conspiracy requires power, influence, money, protection, and multi-administration continuity, it's never one-sided. It's systematic. It's unified. It's bipartisan. Until people finally understand that the real conflict isn't left versus right, but the powerful versus everyone else, they'll keep being loyal foot soldiers for a game rigged against them from the start. This has been the Equilibrium Report. Thank you for watching.
You are watching the Equilibrium Report. Stay free, stay true, stay defiant.